Hello and welcome back to Sparkle Me Pink. My name's Michelle and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make matcha tea, both the traditional way, the easiest way, and then the way that I like to kind of modify it to the best way that I like to drink it on a regular basis. Now, I am totally a coffee drinker. I did a video on how to make coffee using a French press, which I will link to it up here, but there are definitely those days that I need something that just feels a little bit lighter, a little more refreshing, and a little more natural, if I dare say. I deal with a lot of stomach bloat, and sometimes coffee just agitates that, and I need something that is a little more gentle on the body. So I like drinking green tea. Matcha is the purest form of green tea. It's sort of like, in my mind, the equivalent to espresso is to coffee, if you know what I'm saying. So if you like seeing videos like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, so you can see when we have new uploads, and of course give this video a thumbs up so I know that you like seeing content like this. All right, let's go ahead and run down all of the supplies that you need to go ahead and get started with making your matcha tea. So for starters, you're going to need a bowl, something that is a little bit wider on the top so you can get the good froth going, but a little more narrow at the bottom. I like this one here. Then of course you're going to need your matcha tea. I personally like using the one from Teami because it is a ceremonial grade. So it is the purest form of matcha. It's very clean, crisp, has a wonderful, earthy, amazing natural taste to it, and it is 100% organic matcha stone ground green tea powder. Something you're going to want to look for when going for green tea is how green it is. If it's going to be a more like dusty, dirt looking green, it may not be as pure as those that are more of a vibrant, fun green like the Teami one is. You know I love Teami. I've talked about them before on my channel, and this is the one I personally go to, and they're just the brand that I trust and I go to for when it comes to my tea products. I've done detoxes with them before. I'll link to those videos up here and down below. Like I said, I trust them. They're USDC certified and it's my favorite. You will also need a sifter to strain out the clumps in the powder. Next up, you're going to need a frother, whether it be a mechanical one or a more hand-driven one, which is what we'll use in the video today. You'll need a mug of hot water, or if you want to make it like I'm going to, you'll need a glass of ice, some lemon, and honey. All right, so now that we have all of the supplies to get started with our matcha tea, let's get it put together. You're going to start off by scooping out 1 teaspoon of your matcha powder into your strainer and then lightly tapping it over your bowl to sift it through, giving it the smoothest blend as possible. You don't want any clumps. I mean, you could totally skip this step. I personally recommend it. Sifting your powder definitely gives it a smoother, creamier base to it, and I just prefer it that way. Once you have your powder all sifted, you're going to pour your hot water on top of the powder, but kind of off to the side a little bit. You're going to put just enough liquid to cover the powder that it can dissipate in it, and then you're going to immediately start whisking with your little wooden whisk. If this is your first time using it, you are going to want to soak your whisk for a couple minutes. I've already used mine, so I don't need to this time. And then you're going to start using motions like a M or a W back and forth, not circular swirling. You really want to be working the powder into a froth, keeping your bamboo bristles towards the top of the water. Once it is all blended and mixed nicely with a good froth on top, you can go ahead and now drink it straight out of your bowl or transfer it into a mug for traditional matcha tea. Or you could do what I do, add a little bit of honey, then you're going to squeeze out your lemon into your glass over ice, pour your matcha with honey over the lemon and the ice, and then mix it together with like an iced teaspoon. Stick your reusable straw in there and enjoy. Super light and refreshing. I even drink this in the winter. I know it's crazy. I feel like it gives me wonderful clean energy for throughout my morning and throughout my day. I feel way better on days that I drink my teas, especially my matcha ones, than on days that I drink my coffee. Again, I know I love coffee, but I feel like sometimes it bogs me down a little bit, and I just feel better on days that I drink my tea clear-minded and ready to go and tackle the day. Now, if you're going to be using a mechanical frother, which is a lot quicker, you will do similar motions and where you will put the frother in the water, allow for it to mix around, and then kind of keeping it on the surface of the water to give it that nice bubbly frothiness. You can even add almond milk at that point, or again, like drink it straight up for traditional matcha out of your bowl. There's so many different options, tons of recipes out here on YouTube and Pinterest and things like that. This is just personally the way that I like to enjoy it. It gives it that little bit of a sweetness, a little bit of a tart with the lemon, and I love it. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. If you have any tips or tricks or anything I might have missed or forgotten, please leave them in the comments down below. I am by far not an expert when it comes to making matcha, but this is just how I make it, and I figured I'd share it with you just in case you were like, okay, you have to strain it and then whisk it. What are you doing here? This is a visual for you to see on how to do it. Thank you so much for being here with me, and leave your video requests in the comments down below. I'll see you in our next video. Bye.